Hello everyone, this is Bryant with SFOTsource.com, your premier guide to Six Flags Over Texas. Now, here last month, we came to a preview of Holiday in the Park, which is the park's holiday Christmas event. We got to check out the brand new Merry Main Street, some of the entertainment, the new shops, some of the decor, but today, we're actually going to check out the rest of the park. So, if you want a very in-depth look at Merry Main Street, we will link that in the description below, but this video is going to take a look at everything else going around the park. Entertainment, food offerings, Christmas lights, decor, the whole bit. It is nice and chilly. We've got that kind of holiday in the park winter vibe today, which I love. So we're going to bundle up a little bit, and then we're going to head into the park and check out what else you can do for holiday in the park. Made our way into the park, and one thing I didn't notice during our last visit is they have some garland that is themed to the 40th anniversary. Love little touches like that. That's lots of fun. I've noticed they've actually added a lot of decor and photo ops since we've been here last. You've got the big boot with the 40th logo. Swing around this way, there's like a big bear over there. You've got this with the toy soldiers and the ornament in front of the tree there. And you swing over this way, you've got Santa's sleigh and some reindeer. So as you head into the Mexico section, you run into Los Dulces, formerly La Cantina. They do have a few holiday in the park food offerings. You can get cinnamon pull-apart bread. You can get the gingerbread churro, which is on the dining plan. Or you can get this Mela Kaliki Maca punch. Also here outside of Los Dulces, they have a little character meet and greet right now. It is Tweety Bird dressed in his holiday best over here, dancing to the music. I've noticed this year it's been a good idea to actually walk through Holiday in the Park during the day. So here in Mexico, you've got some special decor for the event. Made our way down into the lower Texas section, because this is an area we didn't look at before, but just some slight hints of themed decor. This is like icy, wintry over here. And here in the lower Texas section, they've turned the Johnson Creek train station into the North Pole Post Office. You can write letters to Santa. Here's a look at the interior of the post office. Look at that. That's fun. Wait a second. Who the heck is that? Who the heck is that? And you may not be able to ride the train right now due to all of the construction, but they have decked it out in lots of holiday gear. Looking good, train 2. As we head down this pathway towards Pirates of Spelunker Cave, you've got like an icy overlay on this bridge. I bet this looks really cool at night. We are going to have to do another loop at night. But I wanted to see the decorations during the day because there's just so many material things that have actually been added beyond Christmas lights. Out here near Rodeo and Pirates of Spelunker Cave, we've got another kind of themed area. You've got the Johnson Creek Cemetery, which is decked out. And then as you head towards the Undertaker's wagon, things get very candy-like. It is like a whole Candyland setup over here. So finish burying your loved one. Come hang out with the giant candies. Uh-oh, one of Santa's reindeer is out and on the run. Across from Pirates of Spelunker Cave, you have the Lost Reindeer Maze? The Lost Reindeer Tree Maze. It's a bunch of Christmas trees you've got to work your way through. Also got a fire pit out here in front of the tree maze. Here's one of the entrances. Oh my gosh. The reindeer is no longer lost, but he wants some hot chocolate. when I pass away and it's time for me to meet my maker, I hope this angel dinosaur is also there greeting me and also providing some final judgment. Even Chopsticks is celebrating the holiday. I love this. Good use of a sign holder that was empty. Roaring Rapids may be closed in the wintertime, but you can hang out with the Snowman Band right here out front. And heading towards Superman Tower of Power, they've repurposed the trick-or-treat scare zone that was here, and this is now like a wintry light setup over here. There are still hints of Halloween there for sure though, but who's gonna notice? Most people aren't gonna notice. One of the things I'm really appreciating is that every area has kind of like its own scheme. So here in the tower section, you've got this arrangement. You can see like the gold, the red, the green, and that carries through on all of the other decorations in the area. Here at Macho Nacho in Boomtown, they do have a specialty food offering, which is the tamales for $16.99. Uh-oh, it went away. But those are beef, chicken, pork, or hatch green chili with Monterey Jack cheese. You get a side of Mexican rice with that. It does say it is a meal on the dining plan. Last year, that wasn't the case, even though it was marked that way, but they're supposed to give it to you as a meal, so. And over here at the Boomtown Bar stage is where you can catch the Yule logs. You can see the show times there on the left. Of a detour because I think we're trying to decide what to eat, but here at All American Cafe they have the Oklahoma onion burger for $18.99, 2 beef patties with cheese, thin sliced onions on a butter potato bun. I don't think it comes with the glove though. Over here in the France section is where you can find the nativity this year, right here under this little structure. So here at JB's Smokehouse Barbecue, they have the express booth here, and here you can get the Christmas pork sando, which is pork loin, cranberry barbecue sauce, fried onions, and arugula on a brioche bun. And they also have bacon on a stick, which you can't go wrong with. It has a chili maple glaze. And then JB's proper, which has this country Christmas platters overlay on the sign, has the smoked chicken wings with cranberry barbecue sauce and the Christmas pork, which also sounds really delicious. And from JB's Smokehouse Barbecue, we went ahead with that pork loin platter, and that came with stuffing and a biscuit, so that's looking pretty good too. All right, folks, let's give this pork a try. It cut pretty well. It's not bad. It could use a little bit more of like moisture, something like that. It's missing a little bit of that, but the flavor is really nice. I'm gonna try this stuffing here as well. It's like your standard Christmas, Thanksgiving stuffing. Pretty good. This is like the special side that they have at JB's during Holiday in the Park. Nothing wrong with that. You also get a biscuit. Standard biscuit, nothing real crazy there. So Etienne's Cafe is Yuletide Delights Cafe during Holiday in the Park. And they have a couple sweet treats here. You can get the pumpkin spice beignets, or you can get also the cinnamon pull-apart bread. So here it's saying that both of these are a snack on the dining plan. So if you want some cinnamon pull-apart bread, I kind of want some. You can get that here as well. And from that Yuletide Delights booth, we ended up with the cinnamon pull-apart bread. It's also got the icing and the sprinkles on there. Can't wait to dig into this. All right, let's give this pull-apart bread a try. I'm gonna do what the name says and pull it apart. Kind of popped right out of there, this piece. It's pretty good. So, like, the little bottom, the part that's been inside the little container the whole time, is kind of gooey, warm, and then as you work towards the outside, it gets a little crispier, but not in a bad way. That's really nice. That's a really good, if you want something sweet, I would go with this. Pretty good. Across from Bugs Bunny Boomtown, you can't miss it. There's a gigantic trolley in the street, and this is where you'll catch Holly Jolly Trolley this year.
So really I better scurry.
Please don't.
Or maybe just to have a drink more. The neighbors might think
it's bad out there.
I will weather the storm. What do I care how much they storm? I've got my love to keep me warm.
I've got my love. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. And the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. From Pennsylvania, folks are traveling down to Dixie's sunny shore.
From Atlantic
To Pacific,
gee, the traffic is terrific.
oh, there's no place like home for the holidays. 'Cause no matter how far away you roam.
The sun is starting to set, and we ventured back over into Boomtown here at Dusty Dan's, where you can get the melting snow drink, which is Sprite over pink cotton candy with a sugar rim. So it's like sugar with some sugar and some sugar. Here at Miss Abby's, they do have a handful of holiday items. They have the Snickerdoodle sundae, and then I guess everything else is the same, but you can get a Snickerdoodle sundae. Unfortunately today, not getting that sundae. And here at Dry Hole Charlie's, you have the Thanksgiving turkey sandwich, which is a brioche bun with sliced turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce, and gravy. And here's a look at that turkey Thanksgiving sandwich. Now this is $18.99, which I believe was the meal we had at JB's, but it's not listed as a meal on the dining plan, so I'm not too sure about it. We're touching that territory again. We have ventured into Gotham City, and there's actually a pretty healthy amount of Christmas lights on random things, so we'll get a little bit closer and look around, but that is not very typical of this area. We came over to Batman the Ride, and there's actually a tree in the center where the Batmobile typically is. It's not lit up. I assume maybe it's just maybe messed up or something, but the sun is setting, so I would assume this would be lit up, but I like it. I just like the fact that there's, Christmas decorations in this section. It's typically pretty barren. We were talking a little bit about the different themes through the different sections of the park. Here is what the garland is looking like in Gotham City. All right, as it gets a little bit darker, I think we're going to start heading back through the areas we checked out to see what their Christmas light overlays look like. Heading back through the tower section towards Texas. Even Shockwave's got some lift hill lights. It's just nice to see lights in trees, you know, further up than just like the base of the tree, you know what I mean? But I'm excited to see kind of how things grow as the years come, because I'm sure there will be a lot more lights as the years go on, as long as things, you know, stabilize here a little bit. And the candy area lights up a little bit here and there at night. Still some fun photo ops. They do have some characters out here. It's just very dark where they're at, but here's that covered walkway that we came through during the day. Heck yeah, this looks really cool at night. Ventured back over to the Smith Street area, so this is that story time with Mrs. Claus from our first Holiday in the Park video. I just wanted to show y'all this area finished. Looks really good. They even decked out the ceiling. Ventured back over to Smith Street, and I'm glad we did, because it looks like they've actually put up even more lights and decorations since we were here for the preview. Let's head inside and give it a look. Here at the Cozy Cafe, aka Primo's Pizzeria, you have the barbecue brisket baked potato, loaded baked potato. You can get a bowl of soup, or you can get soup in a Texas bread bowl. And I believe all of this is a meal on the dining plan other than the bread bowl. It's nice to see you again, Elvis Drummer Boy. But just to give y'all a quick rundown, this is where you can meet Santa Claus, get pictures taken, Mrs. Claus's cookie decorating, and also the Christmas time keepsakes gift shop over here on the right. There's like a whole conglomeration of characters. You've got Reindeer, you've got mischievous elves, and then other characters to take photos with. And as we wrap up the evening, I wanted to stop off in Six Flags Universe here at Roller Coaster Coffee. We've got some treats in here, some brownies, crinkle cookies, old school chocolate chip cookie, and in this case, you've got pretzel rods, gingerbread, cakesicle, red velvet cupcakes, blackout cupcakes, Oreo truffles, hot cocoa trifle, sold of that cheesecake, and then they've got coconut snowballs. And here up at the front gate, the snow is falling. You got a giant light up teddy bear you can take pictures with. Of course, you've got the giant Christmas tree in the middle. All right, everyone, that does it for this kind of second look at Holiday in the Park, the things that we missed from our first visit here. You know, the park is definitely looking better than it's looked in a few years. There are still a lot of areas that need more lights, but that's okay. One of the issues with that is they're redoing so many buildings. So there's a lot of buildings that would typically have lights that don't have lights, and that's okay. Because if you're fixing things, don't mind me. I'm not going to say anything about no Christmas lights being on that building. But, you know, there is a big resurrection that has to happen with Holiday in the Park here at this park. And, you know, between the live entertainment and the interactive activities, I think it's still a really awesome event and definitely worth your while. Of course, you have all the foods. If you want to see a full listing of the foods, because we didn't quite go around and try as much as we wanted to, then make sure to check out our Holiday in the Park guide linked in the description below. And also, like I said before, make sure to check out that first Holiday in the Park video. It gets a little bit more in-depth, especially on the Merry Main Street area and all the offerings they have over there. This is kind of the first year in a while that it's actually felt like Holiday in the Park to me. You know, it's got like that, it's got that vibe to it. So That's something that I really appreciate. I'm really glad it's kind of creeping back into the park. If y'all have any questions about Holiday in the Park or Six Flags Over Texas, let us know in the comments below. We thank y'all for watching. Take care. We'll see you at a theme park.